Hey guys, how's it going? Brandon here. Welcome back to another Pokemon team builder. We're doing the final one of Gen 3 Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald, and it is Treeko, Grovyle and Sceptile. I've been meaning to do a team builder revolving around Sceptile for about 2 years. Since I did my previous team builders around Swampert and Blaziken, I never released my Sceptile one. So for all you guys that have been waiting for this for so long, here it is. But disclaimer before the video starts, of course, if you want to change anything about the team in any way by Pokemon, moves, natures, by all means, go right ahead. Another thing I have to stress is that because it's Gen 3, we haven't had the physical and special split yet, but we'll talk more about that with different Pokemon and how it will affect them. But without further ado, let's get on with the team. Okay, first up, we have, of course, Sceptile, our starter. The reason most of you are here is to see a team around this very guy. Of course. Now, one of the things that people say about Sceptile is his moveset. It's not a very good moveset. I think I found a way around this. This moveset worked perfectly for me. I love this moveset. Leaf Blade, Stab. Aerial Ace is there for coverage. Dragon Claw, because why not? Special in this gen. Base 105 special attack. It's going to be hitting Dragon types like a sack of shit. And Return. It's going to love you. It's your starter. It's that big attack. It's going to move in and mollywop everything. I go with a hardy nature, which is of course neutral. If you didn't know, a neutral nature doesn't boost or lower anything. Everything stays the same, just to keep the attack and special attack the way they are. Base 120 speed. This guy's quick as shit. This guy's outspeeding everything. But then what it does is obviously it keeps that special attack 105. So that Leaf Blade is special, that Dragon Claw is special. So those two moves are going off that 105. The attack's 85. That's still a reasonably good attack stat for Aerial Ace and Return. Plus they're good base damage moves, especially Return. Based off Happiness, you've got Max Happiness, that's going to be doing a lot. Of course, like I said, its speed, its defense is, its physical defense is its worst stat, only at 65. So I wouldn't try and keep it in against the physical attack. But its special defense is 85. That's not too bad. Normal average HP at 70. Obviously you get a Treeko, evolves into Grovyle at 16 and Sceptile at 36, your normal starter evolution. But a very good member of the team, of course, being your starter. The main reason we're here, it's Sceptile. Moving on to the second team member. Once again, we have Athena herself, or as I call them, Athena. God of War is here. Like I always say, fan favourite coming out of Gen 3. A definitely valid and perfect mon to have in your team. A lot of people always come to me when I talk about God of War and say how valid it is in-game and say, why don't you use Metagross? Don't get Metagross till the after game. This is why God of War is here. Carmine, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, Psychic. Thunderbolt, it's a very water-based region, gonna hit hard. Psychic, it's Stab. Carmine, if you want to boost that 125 special attack and that 115 special defense, things aren't going to knock you out if they're going to be hitting you specially, and you're going to one-shot a lot of things. It's got base 80 speed. That's pretty average, good speed. Shadow Ball, I know is physical, but like I always say, it's good for coverage and just there if you need it. HP, attack and defense aren't the best, but you just got to be aware of your team, and you can swap out and you can use the assets that are there for God of War very well. You get a Ralts, level 20 Curlier, level 30 God of War. Very good member of your team. Don't know why you wouldn't want it. It's there. It's our second team member for God of War. Moving on to the third team member, we have Agron. Now, a lot of conspiracy I always say about this mon in Gen 3 because of 1, its typing, 2, its moveset. I look past all of this. It's got a very good typing, Steel Rock. Yes, it's 4 times weak to certain things, but it bulks. Bulks so much physically. 180 base defense. I will stress that so much in Agron's defense. And it has base 110 attack. Iron Tail, physical. Double Edge, physical. Earthquake, physical. Rock Tomb, physical. Base 110 attack, people. Adamant nature. It's hitting things like a train. Earthquake coverage. Iron Tail, Rock Tomb, Stab. Double Edge with Rock Hit ability, no recall. Base 120 move. Rock Tomb lowers speed. Lowers their speed, which helps out the fact you only have base 50 speed. Helps out a lot. More than you would think, and it gets you out of trouble more than you think. Yes, after game you can grab Rock Slide, and sometimes I would recommend, yes, go for it. And maybe in the after game, yes, you should grab it. But for an in-game team, Rock Tomb will do you just fine. Aron, Intel Aron at 32, and then Agron to 42. The Aron to Laron bit is a pain, but once you put in the work and you get there, you get an absolute monster out of it. Laron is a great mon, and obviously, of course, only 10 levels later, you get the beast that is Agron. It's the third team member. It's an absolute tank. I love him. It's Agron. On to Pokemon number 4, we have our fire type, which is Torkoal. Now, when it comes to Torkoal, I like to stick to Gen 3 Mons, as why I recommend that you guys use Torkoal as well. Not only that, it's a great Pokemon to use and will surprise you. Honestly, it will surprise you more than you think. Moveset, Flamethrower, it's Stab. Body Slam, in case you want to get the Paralyzation, it's there if you want to hit something. Overheat, it's a stronger fire type move. You will lose that special attack bonus, but it will knock out a lot of things. And Sludge Bomb for coverage. Why not have it there? Modest Nature to boost up that Flamethrower, Overheat, and Sludge Bomb. When we look at the stats, base 70 HP, very average. Attack 85 for the Body Slam. Yes, it will be lowered a little bit with the Modest Nature, but it's still there and will still hit. Base 140 defense. This thing is surprisingly physically bulky. Surprises you more than 140 defense? That's good. That's very good, in fact. That is very good. 85 special attack. We got that Modest Nature to boost it up, but it also hit things very hard. Yes, it's only got base 20 speed. It is the slowest team, one of the slowest ones in the actual game, but it's still there. And it will take a hit. Bang! That did nothing. Here, have an overheat. Boom! You're dead. It's gone. Torkoal doesn't evolve, but I don't feel like it needs to. It doesn't need an evolution. Maybe a pre-evolution? Maybe quite interesting. You don't know. We don't know how the Pokemon company is going to work and move things on, but Torkoal is definitely a very good team member and will surprise you, like I said, more than you realise. It's the 4th team member. I do love him. He's my boy Torkoal. On to the 5th team member. We have a new addition to these Hoenn team builders. We have Warrain. Now, this is actually one of my favourite ice and water type Pokemon. Obviously, maybe looked over by Lapras, but definitely will surprise you. This thing is better than people think. Moveset, Ice Beam, Stab, Surf, Stab, Hail. In case you want to get the Hail up, we'll boost up its stats, and with Ice Body, we'll heal him. Body Slam, again, like Torkoal, if you want to get that Paralyzation, and you can go for it. Modest Nature to boost up the Surf, and Ice Beam, again, will lower the Body Slam, but it's already got base 80 attack. That will still hit hard, like I said. HP 110. Its best stats is HP. It can take a hit, this guy. And with the Modest Nature, it's going to hit hard. With 2 powerful moves like Ice Beam and Surf, this thing's going to be taking hits and ruining lives. Yes, again, another slow mon with only base 65 speed. But then again, it can take a hit. It doesn't need to be outspeeding. And if you do outspeed, it's just going to kill it anyway. It's a great team member. You get Spheal, Evolve and a Sealeo at 32, and then from Sealeo into Warrain at 44. Around the level you get Spheal, you shouldn't take that long to get a Sealeo, and Sealeo is a very good valid member around the time you get it around Moss Deep City, and will do you good work until you do get to level 44 and get that Warrain. It's worth it. It's worth waiting to get a water type, and it's worth getting a Warrain. Honest to God, it's one of the surprising members. Just like Torkoal will surprise you better than you think. It will help you out so much. And it's definitely a valid member of the team. It's the 5th member of the team. It's Warrain. Moving on to the 6th member of the team. And if you've been following these team builders from the start, you knew this was coming. Number 6 of the team is Salamis, of course. My boy, Salamis, he has to be in there for me. He really does. I always say when I begin Salamis, if you want to change out for Flygon or Altaria, by all means go ahead. I use Salamis because it's my favourite mon. And he's an absolute monster. Look at these stats. Base 135 attack, 110 special attack, 100 speed. It outspeeds, it hits hard. It can even take an attack. It's a pseudo legendary. 95 HP, good HP. 80 defenses, both sides. Very average, very able to take a hit and hit back very hard. Dragon Claw stab, Fly stab, Fire Blast Hyper Beam, over 100 base damage moves. They're going to be killing things. Modest Nature to balance it out. Yes, it's got more higher attack than special attack, but it balances them both out. Plus, Dragon in this generation is special, so it even boosts up your stab. Dragon Claw, yes, it lowers the stab fly, but most people will be going for the Dragon Claw, and the reason it's there, it's an absolute monster. No, do not use the Dragon Claw TM you get in the room where you find Bagon. Give that to Sceptile. Salamis will learn Dragon Claw via level up. It will take some time, but he will get it eventually, and it will be worth it. Honest to God, he's an absolute monster. I love him so much. Of course, he's my favourite mon. I'm going to try and promote him as best as possible. If you want to use him, by all means. If you haven't used the Salamis in Gen 3 yet, you haven't lived yet. You haven't played through Gen 3 properly if you haven't used the Salamis, in my opinion. But, of course, he is the 6th team member. He's an absolute monster. I love him to bits. My favourite mon. please go out and use them if you want to. Use this team. It's a great team, but that's going to be it. That's the 6th team member. It's Salamis. So that is it for the team, you guys. Our 6 team members: Sceptile, Gardevoir, Agron, Torkoal, Warrain, and Salamis. I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Smash that like button down below for me if you did enjoy. Did make sure to like the video. Comment down below if you're changing anything about the team. Definitely make sure to let me know your teams as well. Subscribe for more and check out the other team builders in a playlist that will be in the description if you want to try any other teams for any other games. I'll try and get all of them out as soon as possible. And comment what team builder you would like to see next, what generation and what starter would you like to see next. Definitely make sure to let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try and get back to you with a response of some sort of when it will be out. But that's going to be it for today's video, you guys. I'd like to thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!